Mimi the cat was no ordinary cat. Oh no, not at all. She lived in a little cottage snug and warm in a village called Whisker Vale. Mimi could walk on 2 legs just like you and me. She could talk in clear, sweet words, and oh, how she loved to chat. Best of all, Mimi could cook the most wonderful things in her tiny, tidy kitchen. She wore a little white apron tied neatly in a bow. Her paws were very clever, stirring and mixing with such skill. Everyone in Whisker Vale knew about Mimi and her amazing talents. They would often smell delicious things wafting from her chimney. Mimi's very favorite thing to cook was pancakes. Fluffy pancakes, golden pancakes, pancakes piled up high. She made them for breakfast, for lunch, and sometimes just for a treat. She had a special blue bowl for mixing the batter just right. She would hum a little tune as she flipped them in her pan. Flip, flap, flip. The pancakes would fly in the air and land perfectly. Her kitchen was always filled with the happy smell of warm sugar and melting butter. Mimi believed that a good pancake could make any day a brighter day, a truly magical day indeed for everyone. One sunny morning, Mimi woke up with a happy sigh.
Pancakes!
She purred to herself, stretching her paws. She hopped out of bed, put on her apron, and danced to her kitchen cupboard. But oh dear, oh my, the pancake mix jar was empty. Not a speck, not a crumb, not a tiny bit of flour was left inside. Mimi peered in, her whiskers twitching with surprise.
No pancake mix?
She whispered, her happy mood starting to wobble a little bit. This was a very big problem, a very sad problem for a cat who loved pancakes so very much. Her best friends soon arrived for their morning visit. There was Benny the bunny with his long twitchy ears. Lila the lamb with her wool so soft and white came next. And then, slowly but surely, came Tito the turtle with his strong patterned shell.
Good morning, Mimi.
They chimed, but Mimi looked glum.
We have no pancake mix,
she announced. Benny's ears drooped. Lila sighed a soft bar. Tito blinked his wise old eyes.
Then we must find the great pancake tree. My grandpa told me stories. It has everything for pancakes.
Mimi's eyes sparkled.
An adventure,
she cried. The idea of the great pancake tree filled them all with excitement. Mimi quickly packed a little bag. She put in a map, though it was very old and crinkly. She added a bottle of fresh milk, just in case. Benny the bunny packed some crunchy carrots for energy. Lila the lamb brought a soft blanket, in case they needed a rest. Tito the turtle, always prepared, carried a small compass on his shell.
Are we ready?
Mimi asked, her voice full of cheer.
Ready. S1, ready.
Rumbled Tito with a slow, steady nod. And so the 4 friends set off from Whisker Vale. Their adventure began as they stepped into the famous Rainbow Woods. The trees in these woods were not just green. Oh no! Their leaves were red and orange and yellow and blue and even sparkly purple. Sunlight dappled through the colourful canopy, making patterns dance on the forest floor. Strange and wonderful flowers bloomed in every shade imaginable. Little streams chuckled nearby, their waters shimmering with all the colours of the rainbow. It was a truly magical place, quiet and still, yet full of unseen wonders. The air smelled sweet, like candy floss and dew-kissed petals. As they walked deeper into the Rainbow Woods, the path ahead was blocked. A very large, sleepy sunbeam lay right across it like a golden bar. It hummed softly, too bright to look at and too warm to cross.
Oh dear, how will we get past this sleepy sunbeam?
Benny tried to hop over it, but it was far too wide for his little legs. Tito tapped it gently with his foot, but it didn't budge. Mimi looked at the colours all around them. She remembered a song her grandmother used to sing about waking up sleepy things with a happy sound. Mimi had an idea.
Let's sing to it, a happy, colorful song.
So Benny sang about wiggly worms, Lila sang about fluffy clouds, and Tito hummed a deep, earthy tune. Mimi sang about sunshine and flowers, her voice clear and sweet. They sang about all the colours of the Rainbow Woods, red and yellow and pink and green. Slowly, ever so slowly, the sleepy sunbeam began to shimmer and fade. It yawned a golden yawn and then poof! It lifted up into the sky, becoming part of the dappled light. The path was clear.
Hooray!
They cheered, their teamwork making them feel very proud indeed. After the Rainbow Woods, the friends came to the Giggle River. This was no ordinary river, not at all. The water didn't just flow, it bounced and gurgled and chuckled. Little bubbles popped on the surface, making tiny giggle sounds. Fish with funny faces swam by, winking and blowing more giggling bubbles. To cross the river, they had to step on musical lily pads. Each lily pad, when stepped on, played a different musical note.
This looks like fun.
Chirped Benny, always ready for a playful challenge. Mimi knew they had to be careful to make the right melody. Mimi listened closely to the river's giggles. She tapped her chin, thinking hard.
I think if we play the river's own happy tune, the lily pads will make a strong bridge for us.
Tito, with his excellent hearing, hummed the river's giggle tune. Benny, quick and light, hopped on the first lily pad. Lila followed onto the next. Mimi chose the third, and Tito, with a gentle plop, landed on the fourth. They hopped and stepped, creating a lovely giggling melody across the water, and soon they were all safely on the other side, their hearts full of music. Beyond the Giggle River, in a field of enormous wildflowers, lived the Jellybean Giants. Now, these giants were not scary. They were round and wobbly and made entirely of colourful jelly beans. They loved to laugh and play games, and most of all, they loved riddles. Two jellybean giants, one red and one blue, sat right in the middle of the path, blocking the way.
Halt, little adventurers. To pass us by, you must answer our riddle. Oh my!
Boomed the red jellybean giant, his voice like rumbling sweets. The blue jellybean giant jiggled with excitement, scattering a few loose jelly beans. The red jellybean giant cleared his throat.
I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I?
He finished with a wide, wobbly grin. Mimi, Benny, Lila and Tito put their heads together. Benny thought of carrots, but that wasn't right. Lila thought of clouds, but they had no cities. Tito, the wise old turtle, slowly smiled.
I know!
He whispered to Mimi. Mimi stepped forward bravely.
Is it a map?
She asked the jellybean giants. The giants cheered.
Correct.
They boomed and bounced aside, revealing the path ahead and a small, sparkling pancake-shaped cookie. The sparkling pancake-shaped cookie was a clue. It pointed them towards a tall, shimmering hill. With renewed energy, Mimi and her friends climbed the hill, their paws and feet pattering with anticipation. And there it was. At the very top stood the most magnificent tree they had ever seen. It was the Great Pancake Tree. Its leaves were shaped like golden pancakes. Tiny syrup streams trickled down its bark. Little buttercup flowers bloomed on its branches, and sugar sprinkles shimmered on every leaf. It smelled wonderfully of warm batter and sweet maple. It was a truly magical sight, more wonderful than any story. Mimi, Benny, Lila, and Tito danced around the tree with joy.
We found it!
Cheered Benny, hopping high. Lila nuzzled a soft pancake leaf, her eyes wide with wonder. Tito gazed up at the syrup streams, a happy smile on his face. Mimi knew just what to do. From the tree's branches, they carefully gathered pancake leaves for flour. They collected sweet dew from the buttercup flowers for butter. Tiny sugar crystals fell like rain when they shook the branches gently. And the trickling syrup was easy to collect in Mimi's little bottle. They had everything they needed for the most amazing pancakes ever imagined. Mimi, with her friends helping, quickly set up a little cooking spot. Benny gathered dry twigs, Lila fanned the flames, and Tito found a smooth, flat stone for a griddle. Mimi mixed the magical ingredients, her heart singing. Soon the air was filled with the delicious aroma of cooking pancakes, even more wonderful than usual. Flip, flap, flip! The pancakes turned a beautiful golden brown, sparkling with a magical shimmer. They made a huge stack, higher than Benny's ears. There were pancakes for everyone, more than enough to share with any passing woodland creatures who smelled the wonderful feast. They all sat down together for a grand pancake party. The pancakes tasted of sunshine, adventure, and pure magic. They laughed and chatted, their bellies full and their hearts happy. Sparkles seemed to dance in the air around them. Mimi looked at her friends, Benny, Lila, and Tito.
This adventure was wonderful, but it's even better because we did it together.
They all agreed. The journey had been full of challenges, but with friendship and teamwork, they had overcome them all. And the pancakes shared with friends were the best reward, a truly sweet ending to their magical quest.